Good morning, my students. Today we have to start a new chapter. The new chapter is matter around us pure. Chapter number 2 is matter around us pure. So we will discuss this chapter. The content I will tell you later on. But before that, before we start the chapter, I like to say few words in Hindi. Listen carefully. बच्चों, आज देश और दुनिया में कोरोना वायरस का संकट मंडरा रहा है। हमारे देश में भी दिन प्रतिदिन यह संकट गहराता जा रहा है, लेकिन इसके बावजूद भी हम लोगों ने, हमारे डीएवी परिवार ने निर्णय लिया कि बच्चों को घर से ही शिक्षा दी जाए, घर से ही पढ़ाया जाए, चाहे वो जूम ऐप के जरिए हो या फिर वीडियो लेक्चर के द्वारा हो, डाउट क्लासेस हो, और हम सब इसका पालन कर रहे हैं। हम समझ सकते हैं कि ये क्लासरूम टीचिंग से थोड़ा सा अलग है, लेकिन इस संकट को देखते हुए जो कुछ भी कदम उठाया गया है इस संदर्भ में वो सराहनीय है, और हम आशा करते हैं कि आप भी इससे अधिक लाभान्वित होंगे। खास करके जो डाउट क्लासेस है उससे आपकी सारी समस्याएं सॉल्व होंगी। और इसी संदर्भ में मैंने 2 शब्द आप लोगों के लिए लिखा है, और चूंकि सब जानते हैं कि बच्चे देश के भविष्य होते हैं, तो जरा इस शब्द को सुनिए और समझिए, सोचिए। जब जब देश पर संकट के बादल मंडराए, जब जब देश पर संकट के बादल मंडराए, तूने धैर्य और साहस का परिचय देकर अपना कदम आगे बढ़ाए। जब जब देश पर संकट के बादल मंडराए, तूने धैर्य और साहस का परिचय देकर अपना कदम आगे बढ़ाए। आज फिर वो वक्त आ गया है, आज फिर वो वक्त आ गया है, देश चाहता है आपका सहयोग। आज फिर वो वक्त आ गया है, देश चाहता आपका सहयोग। इस हेतु पहले घर से बाहर जाना होता था, इस हेतु पहले घर से बाहर जाना होता था, परंतु आज घर में रहकर ही इस पर विजय का बनेगा योग, इस पर विजय का बनेगा योग। धन्यवाद। Now I am switching myself into English phase, and we start with the first chapter. Is matter around us pure? You know, every day we come across the purity of a substance. Even these days, the purity of a substance has become a very vital word in our society, in our family, in the country, everywhere. So this chapter is related to the fact that whether the given substances are pure or impure. So whenever we talk of purity or impurity of a substance, first of all, let me draw a flow sheet of a matter. So here is the flow sheet. First, we write with matter. This matter is divided into two segments. One is pure matter and another is impure matter. This pure matter is again divided into two segments. One is element and second one is compound. This element is again divided into three segments. One is metal, then metalloid, and here is non-metal. Now, under impure substances, we take mixture. Here is mixture, and this mixture is divided into two parts. One is homogeneous mixture, and second one is heterogeneous mixture. Now, this in homogeneous mixture, we take only solution. That means solution is a homogeneous mixture, and in heterogeneous mixture, we take two types of mixture. One is colloid and another is suspension. So this is all about the flow sheet related to a matter and its various segments. Now, one by one, we discuss this flow sheet. First, we move on to pure substance. This pure substance, whenever we talk of pure substance, that means a pure substance is a single substance which is not mixed with desirable or undesirable other substances. That is called pure substance. So if it is divided into two segments, elements and compound, you all know what are the elements. Elements are the pure substances which are made up of one kind of atoms. Or another definition you can give: element is a pure substance which cannot be broken into other substances with different properties. So both the definitions are same. So this is for element. Various elements you have gone through: hydrogen, H, nitrogen, and sodium, Na. So altogether we have nearly 120 elements discovered so far. Now, similarly, compound is a pure substance which is made up of two or more different elements in their fixed ratio. Earlier also you might have defined elements and compounds in earlier classes. However, we have to recap all the things. So for elements, we have 120 elements. I have already given to you. And for a compound, many examples are there. We have lakhs of compounds. Water, very simple example. Water, carbon dioxide. If we consider water, it is made up of two different elements. One is hydrogen and another is oxygen. Its formula is H2O. You might be knowing it. So this H2O is made up of two different elements. One is hydrogen, another is oxygen. Their atomic ratio is 2:1. But when we consider the mass ratio, this is 2:16, or we can say 1:8 as simplest ratio that we will be having detailed discussion. Similarly, we can take another example of compound. This is carbon dioxide. Everybody knows carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is made up of one atom of carbon and two atoms of oxygen. So these two different elements, carbon and oxygen, constitute carbon dioxide, and its atomic ratio is 1:2. And when we consider the mass ratio, this is 12:32 or 3:8 as simplest ratio we can write it. Okay. Now we move on to element once again. This element is divided into three segments. The three segments are metal. You know, nearly 80% of the elements are metals. So if you consider 120 elements we are having, then 80%, that means nearly 96 elements are metals, and rest non-metal and metalloid. You have heard the name of metal: sodium, potassium, aluminium, iron, gold, silver. Most of the metals we are meeting them, we are using them in our day-to-day life. Now, non-metals, we have non-metals like hydrogen, oxygen, sulfur, phosphorus. They are all non-metal. Even carbon is one of the important non-metals, you know, that constitute a vast majority of its compounds as hydrocarbon, that you will get to know in later class, or even in this class. In brief you will get to know. And metalloid is that element which has both the properties of metal and non-metal. So we have varieties of metalloid like silicon, germanium, selenium. They are all metalloid. So in this way we have learned pure substance or pure matter. Now we move on to impure matter. Impure matter comes under mixture, and this mixture is an impure substance which is made up of two or more different elements in their indefinite ratio, we can say, and it is divided into two segments. One is homogeneous and second one is heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixture is that mixture which constitutes only one phase One phase means if it is solid solution, it will be looking like solid. If it is a liquid solution, it will be looking like liquid. If it is gaseous solution, it will be looking like gas. So solution is a homogeneous mixture. The term homogeneous means mixing of the components throughout uniformly. That is called homogeneous mixture. If mixing of the elements remain non-uniformly, uneven distribution, that is called heterogeneous, and this heterogeneous constitutes more than one phase. So heterogeneous mixture is divided into two parts. One is colloid. We have gone through many colloids in our day-to-day life, whether it is gum, milk, blood, etc. They are all colloid. And suspension, water insoluble substances, water containing mud, water containing sand, water containing chalk. We will be having experimental preparation for solution, suspension, colloid also. So in this way, we can divide a matter into pure and impure substances, and gradually, one by one, we will be knowing in detail in this chapter. Okay, thank you.